PlayStation.
Hello, Comanche Native here. This is part 2 of me playing Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Please enjoy. So, here's the thing. Seeing that there's no cupcakes today, or tea, it makes me think that they all knew I was going to come in. It was a setup to rope me in here. So now I'm in here. Just one person just coming in. It's like the whole group couldn't go get other people. No, no. I close my eyes and end up listening to Sorori's conversation with I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping. You're probably going to seem We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds so dense and intellectual or intelligent and whatever. But it's not like that at all. I know, it's a snooze fest. I'm over here sleeping. We just need a way to show that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. Oh, she's planning something. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, no one will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sorry's taking this really seriously. I'm over here just sleeping. It's rare to hear her. No joke. She's so serious. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will... Yes, it would do the trick. Pizza? Come on. What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes. Good thinking. Niska would love to do that. You're right. Niska makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Wasn't that why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still... Oh God, just kind of like... Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Suri is just still her usual self. My eyes are closed. Just... But there lies an unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Suri can put her mind to things that make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Whoa! That's just really close. Huh? What happened? I'm not sleeping. I open my eyes to find Suri's face, filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? That would be so cool if they did. Just all be sleeping. Say, oh man, this was a great club, right guys? Right? Everyone's like... You're staying up late again, aren't you? Well, it was the porn thing. I was picking words I liked. Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, sorry. Say that out loud. She's all happy. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out. You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? What? Aren't we looking out for her and we're not looking out for ourselves? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, sorry. It's written all over you. I'm gonna nitpick on how she looks now? What the? Slap me, sorry. Go ahead. I was sleeping. I was overhearing, eavesdropping. I'm begging for attention here. Go ahead, slap me. Just hit me really, really hard. Sorry glances around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. What? She doesn't look any different than what she did yesterday. Look at your hair. It's sticking out all around here. It's hair. Hello. I run my fingertips down the side of Suri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Why am I doing this? Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. It's fine, Sorori. I'm nitpicking. You know what? You called me out. So this is my turn to be judgmental. That's what's going on. It's a tactic. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe it off. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. This is unnecessary. This is totally unnecessary. Why? I mean, it's the end of the school day. I could have done this at the beginning when she was walking with me to school. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Yeah, right? We're just being mean. Do it, sorry. Just slap me. Slap me hard. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, sorry. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend? Oh, goodness. Forget slapping me. Just beat me up. You know, kick me right between the legs. I deserve it. That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. How is she gonna be thanking me that she's got a boyfriend? What? I started to button her blazer. Oh, goodness. From the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, man. I'm so sorry, sorry. This is so funny. It is, right? What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Well, you're my little sister, okay, sorry? Let's keep it like that. Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid. Oh, God. Hit me. I have no respect. Sorry, it's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? Everyone's watching. Everybody is looking at this. I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. We know. We know. Does this thing even fit you properly? Oh, just laugh. It did when I bought it. Ugh. If you ever, if you ever button it, it would have noticed. You would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? We all know. It means my boobs got bigger again. Again? Yeah, yeah. Sure. Sure. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel strange to see Suri's blazer button up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Suri hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Suri puts her arm out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? She don't want a boyfriend. That's what it is. And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because sometimes it is. Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like, no joke. We just manhandled you. You know what I'm saying? And you care. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. Well, that means I can't get a girlfriend. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You got a rock? Just tell me where your window's at, okay? Or maybe a cell phone. You're doing it again, Suri. Oh, but I was just joking this time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Oh, hey, Monica, what's up? Monica suddenly calls out. Oh, they all saw. They did. They're all looking. And Monica jumps in. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh, I forgot about those. Yay, Comanche. I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt to sound enthusiastic, but Suri still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write your poem last night? Yes. Yeah. Yes, I did. I did. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. What? I only picked the words I liked. I know it said I had to impress. I'm like, nuh-uh. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Suri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Suri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. And Monica wrote hers on a composition book. I can already see Monica's... Oh... Is she writing in cursive writing? Uh-oh. Nitska and Yuri Klein. I'm sorry. I lost my toy. I started looking at the closet as well, reaching into her bag. I do the same myself. Okay. Who should I show my poem to first? Um, honestly, okay, so this one likes manga. Nitsuka likes manga. Yuri is extremely smart. Monica, though, something's up with her. Saori is my friend. And they just all saw me sit there and kind of like, hey, I'm gonna say Saori because, might as well just make it worse, right? I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Saori first. She's my good friend after all. What? Oh my goodness. This is so good, Comanche. Ah, I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Oh, really? Sorry. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Okay. Geez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe it's Nitsuka. Are you sure you don't? Are you sure you don't like it? Just because I wrote it? Uh, well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of the other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Comanche poem. Hey, thank you. And it makes me feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Saori hugs the sheet of against her chest. You're so weird, Saori. What? I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Comanche. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Saori. I'm not sure if Saori sees the full picture of my motivation here. What is our motivation? Like, really? Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry. I'm really bad at this. Well, see about that. Dear Mr. Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away the rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Hey, alright. I like that ending. I want breakfast. Sorry. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. What the? Yes, she can. Jeez. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. It's a good poem. It is. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Oh, that sounds so good. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. That was so much fun. Monica's the best. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to. And Monica's the best. She yelled, Monica's the best. Why does she say that? Okay, so who's next? Who's next? Now, she mentioned Monica. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and go with the little anime girl. I know she doesn't like me, so. Hey! Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a bit blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just don't evoke emotions. You already read it. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Oh, she already read it. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horse can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I told you you weren't gonna like it. I liked it. I liked it. It was funny. I mean, not funny. It was, hang on. Sorry. Smack right across the face. Funny? You think I'm funny? No, it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. And I didn't think it was cute. I felt it had the rhyme, which was really good. It flowed really well. All right. And I could understand what you're saying. You know, all this can happen for people, but I mean, all this can happen for other creatures and animals, but people can't do it. I get it. Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be so sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for the rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring the fleeting feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. She's got a little sharp tooth. I'm glad you learned something. I didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? You didn't expect that? Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Nitska is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Let's see. Oh, goodness. I think Yuri's gonna be mean, because she's smart, you know? Hey! Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No. Did I just raise my voice? Sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matters, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressions are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes from practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Nitska can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. What the? Why was she down her? I shouldn't be talking about people. Well, I mean, sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Nitska. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts through process behind it, okay? Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Okay, I don't know what that one is because I can barely read it. Of my hair illuminated beneath the amber glow, bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calmly, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickering, I flicker back. That's cool. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Whoa. Speed read it. Just glance at it, go, I think it was good. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Aw, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Yeah, I get it. I get it. You know, she's sitting there expressing the fact that something from a relic from the past gives her such joy. And she's saddened because the future is so cold and harsh. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. That was short. I think it was medium. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since this is our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest. Oh, I suppose. Dang! For me? Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Comanche. Really. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poems often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Gotcha? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon it will be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Oh, the only person. Only person. Hi, Comanche. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have a suggestion for the club, like a new activity or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Okay. Don't worry, Comanche. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. Alright. Just looking at it. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sorori would like. Is that so? You and Sorori are really good friends, right? Uh-oh. I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sorori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'll think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh. I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sorori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. Uh-huh. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. You always? Help me? Uh-oh. Don't So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Yes. Don't worry. I'm not very good. Yeah, right. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Okay. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. What? Scorched with the permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other hand, he was looking in. Huh. So what do you think? Well, I'll be honest. Seems like she had interest of like somebody. And the picture she had in her head was ruined because it wasn't meant to be. That's what I'm getting. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of... Uh-huh. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. No, you're lying. You are so lying. You're not nervous at all. You don't seem very nervous. You say, "Oh, I have to be confident. I have to sound, I have to like sound confident." No, you're doing things deliberate. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Now, did she tell that to everyone? Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if we're just being nice. There's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Nitsuka. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Nitsuka's eyebrows frown in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Nitsuka dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute! Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Ooh. Fight, 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 fight. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. Man, do it! Fight her! Give her a taste of what you've been giving me. Go, Nitsuki, get it. Get her, beat her up, do it. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sori liked it, and Comanche did too. So based on that, I'm gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing. Oh, I didn't expect it to change. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Oh man, and Comanche liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. This silly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Comanche appreciate my advice more than appreciate yours. What's going on here? Huh? And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Uh-oh. Are you that full of yourself? Hey, I was just joking about the fighting, guys. No. If I was full of myself, I would literally go out of my way and make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is everyone okay? I think we need cupcakes. Or maybe some tea? What do you guys think? Oh, look at the time. You know what? I really need to go. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as as soon as Comanche started showing up. Nitsuki, that's a little too. This doesn't involve you. Oh, I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Comanche, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all... Oh man, for no reason. Okay, it's good. It's all good. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Oh, goodness. Help me explain that to your community. Okay. Have I been in spots like this? Sadly, yes. I have. It's not fun. It's not fun. Wait, there's no reason we have to. So many deep, many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and the meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessary, limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Comanche? Why am I so nervous? Oh, God. I'm having flashbacks here. Well, how do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I didn't know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, oh no! No! Uh, 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 of course I should say help me, sorry. But you know what? In situations like this, I never get help. I never get help. Like, I've been in situations like this, and I never get help. Okay, let's see. Hang on. Yes, I could say help me out, sorry. And then she'll come over. But they kind of pushed her out of it. I have to pick one. I have to. I'm thinking of this. I'm role playing here, guys. I'm thinking of this as a way of, like, if I didn't have any help, right? Mm, well, Yuri, you know what? You're good. You're good. Like, the advice you were given was good. But, you know, this guy's really trying to not do the cute thing. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Nitska. Only because it did seem like you were attacking her. I know you're gonna hate me. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Nitska has a point. I think that I rack my brains in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader imagination take over, and Nitska's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, I did, didn't it? It did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not Nitska. I think that's enough, huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Nitska's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticisms can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sori is nodding. She's like, mm-hmm. There are times where I look to my brothers for help. They didn't understand what I was doing, and they just kind of like smiled at me. I'm like, man, it's horrible. Vigorously. Yeah, so don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Nitska. Nitska's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri, Yuri looks at me. Oh, goodness. Don't, don't get mad at me, okay? With the face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Niska didn't mean anything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Comanche. Jeez. Niska takes a breath. The thing about you, Niska glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Niska has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sorry, and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean okay. That's all. Niska looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sorry. I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it. Sorry. Pats her on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's reading each other's poems, right? Yeah. Can I quit this club? Because I think I'm gonna get in trouble more. I hope that is what's worthwhile for everyone. No, not especially me. And to be honest, it's a nice chance to pace from the lazying around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. Nice. Not at all. Not at all. There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the classroom, so maybe you could take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, sorry. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Comanche, how about you? Stressful. Very stressful. Flashbacks. Okay? I was traumatized. Alright. Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Okay, I think to myself. I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with the newfound determination. Comanche, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Troy beams at me. It truly has been a while since Rory and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sorry, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Nitska. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just Wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why they'd make good friends with you. You know, Comanche, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's every day is going to be so much fun. Okay. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Yes, yes. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pats her on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as in, oh, dude, wrong sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. What? Again? Stay tuned because part 3 is coming up.